deviate a little bit from my own script here. This little token is a link of a chain. Think about going down and buying 10 feet of chain and asking for every other link. Jim got one when he was elected president of his own unit. I had one in my pocket from the same chain. I'm still carrying it. This is it. This was to remind me and each of these officers that you can do almost anything with the chain except push it. You can pull it, you can lead it, but you'll also recognize that each of these officers has exactly the same size link, came from the same 10-foot chain. No one is more important than the other, and so help me, each of those links was the first link on the chain at the time I cut it off. Jim Swartfigger, you have been duly elected to the high office of International President of the Wally Caravan Club International. This is indeed a high honor and a big job. Great faith has been placed in your leadership, and I know from the past it will be rewarded. Do you promise to support the Constitution and bylaws of this great organization and to carry out the responsibilities of the high office to which we have elected you? If so, say, I do.
I do.
This is the process for all those years. Thank you. Since you've been answered in the affirmative, I've now presented you with your badge of office. And let me deviate just a little bit. Will the audience stand? The entire membership. You have elected these people to their jobs of responsibility. Your job is to support them. Will you do so? If so, say, I do.
I do.
You may be seated. And before Jim takes over, one other word of exhortation to all of these officers, new and returning. I don't want to say the word old. Remember, let the words of your mouths and the meditations of your hearts be acceptable to God. At one such installation, the guy turned 2 pages. They're all confused.
Thank you.
Is this fun or what? Thank you, Ewart. Means a lot to me. And thanks to all of you for giving me this opportunity to serve this club, this great family of friends. 58 presidents have stood behind podiums like this at 58 international rallies. Most of them were really good public speakers. They were articulate, they were elegant, they were forceful, they were passionate. I have none of these qualities, so I know that I'm not a very good public speaker. I wish I could be a good public speaker, because if I could speak like a politician, I could say to you, my friends, I promise you that I will personally increase membership. I will personally decrease your membership fees. And I will personally bring you bigger and better rallies and make your club a whole lot of money. Trust me. or if I could speak like one of those super salesmen that you see on television, if you just listen to me, do what I say, I can fix every problem that this club has now, ever has had, or ever will have, if you just listen to me. If I could speak like that, sound pretty good, wouldn't it? Know what it sounds like to me? A whole lot of bull. But you all say bull. Bull. One more time, loudly. Bull. Thank you very much. And now that we've agreed that I can't do any of these things personally, let me talk a little bit about who can. We can. All of us together. We can do any darn thing we set out to do. How? Well, we're a corporation. We're all shareholders. All of us have a voice, and we can do anything. How? By participating in unit, region, and international rallies, and by speaking up. Everyone has a voice in how this club is run. So speak up. Use your voice. Every organization has what I call a vocal minority. Folks who have ideas and agendas, and they're not afraid to speak up, sometimes pretty loudly. They want to promote their ideas, and that's okay. But what about the silent majority? Those folks who are timid and don't speak up thinking that their opinion doesn't matter. That's wrong. It does matter. So speak up. Let the elected leaders of this corporation know how you feel. As president this year of this corporation, I'm privileged to work with our efficient and progressive staff at headquarters. A great group of knowledgeable officers on the International Board of Trustees and with dedicated, skilled members of the Electronic Communications Committee. Together, we will continue to implement advances in technology at headquarters and throughout the club to facilitate the handling of the business of the club. We are a corporation, but we are also a social club and a corporation. The product of the corporation is not cars, computers, or cat food. The product of our corporation is fun and fellowship for all members and friendships that last for years. To that end, I will ask the International Board of Trustees to consider the following ideas. Encourage the formation of more caravans. I'm tired of being on the standby list. More special and national event rallies. And a new type of rally, a special rally that's not linked to a specific event or happening, like the very popular urban rallies. Encourage units and regions to plan rallies designed to attract new members and retain all members. I would like the club to actively pursue expansion in countries where there is a significant airstream presence. Countries such as England, France, Brazil, Thailand, and Australia. And I would like to strengthen our ties with Airstream and with Thor. Our futures are linked together. And initiate dialogue and perhaps shared events with other RV organizations. And as for ego projects, the kind that would make me happy, well, I'd like to see an improvement in the appearance of our cargo trailer, what we have now and whatever we get in the future. Perception is everything, and that thing is out there 356 days of the year for people to see. And I would also like to upgrade the printed version of our Blue Beret magazine. It will be a challenging but very interesting year. It's customary now for the club to name a club charity. And I've received many comments about the pros and cons of very many charities. I don't like somebody telling me how to spend my money, and I don't think you like it either. But let me tell you a little story. In December last year, I really screwed up my shoulder. Couldn't move it, hurt too much. And so I had surgery. And they gave me a nerve block to help with the pain. That didn't work. I felt every bit of that surgery. After surgery, therapy. And you all know what that's like, more pain. 7 months later, tonight, I can move my shoulder. but still hurts, and it probably will all the rest of my life. I can't imagine the lasting pain of having an arm or a leg or a foot blown off, or the pain of mental problems caused by the horrors of war. I will not presume to tell you how to spend your money, but Raisin and I will support the Wounded Warrior Project. And if you wish to join with us, Jamie Hadaway will be your contact person. It's also customary for the President to mention the new international rally. It will be held June 28th through July 5th, 2016 at Lewisburg, West Virginia. The rally colors are light blue, dark blue, and a little splash of red. The slogan or theme of the rally is, "Because we can." And as I said before, all of us working together can do anything we set out to do. We can make this great club, this great family of friends, even greater. Because we can. And now, so I can be politically correct, will you all please sneeze so I can say, God bless you. Thank you. I now ask President Joe Perryman and First Lady Sandy to join me. Joe and Sandy, I now have the honor to present you the following items. And where are they? So I'm just going to hand you these, because I can't read and do two things at one time. The past president's badge, the past president's plaque and pin, and your First Lady's badge and pin, and the past president's flag. And Sandy. That's not all. In appreciation of your efforts, on behalf of our great organization, I present you with these flowers. Would you like to say a few words?
Gavel. That's what happens when you depend on your wife to hand you stuff, right? I'm in big trouble. I gotta take it to the jewelry store now for sure. It's my privilege to present you with this gavel, the symbol of passing of one administration to the next. And do you have a few words to say about the acceptance of the gavel, Jim?
Thank you, Joe. I accept this gavel and the responsibility that goes with it, and I'll take very good care of it.